Hello and welcome to Game Brigade. My name is Brian if you're new here, and today we are going to be doing an unboxing of Dark Blood from Meeple Pug. This 1 to 4 player area majority worker placement resource management game has just arrived on my doorstep, and I am very much looking forward to seeing what this literal tome, I mean guys, look at this frickin' box. I'm curious what the heck is inside this thing, so we're going to be doing our unboxing. As always, we're doing a 4K unboxing, which means we've got a 4K camera here, 4K camera here, and we've got the 4K camera right here, so that we can give you guys the best detailed view of any of the components of this prototype so you can make the best backing decisions. Now, I will be doing a preview video for this in a few days after I've gotten some plays in this, but I wanted to get this on the table right now and see what the heck is inside this giant tome of a box. I don't even know how to open this thing. So let's go ahead and hit it. Let's see. Okay, so it opens like, wow. So it opens like that. How interesting. Now, remember guys, this is a prototype, so all the components in here are prototype. The box is prototype. I don't even know what it's going to look like at retail. So right off the bat, we've got a bunch of miniatures. So it looks like they kind of want us to jump straight into showing some miniatures. So let's get that camera going and see what we have. Now, I'm not going to go over every single miniature. We're going to go over some of the ones. And based on the type of content that this game has, there could be some depictions of things. So just be aware of that. Content warning and all those things. So we're going to go and start this camera. And let's pull off the first grouping. So it looks like we have so what do we have here? So this is a group of some sort of, what are those creatures called? The ones that probably seduce you. I can't remember. I remember you meet them in The Witcher when I played that game. So there you go. It's a pretty hefty miniature. We've had some damage and whatnot occurring here, but this is a prototype. These miniatures are not going to be the same type of material used. So here we have this one. Now some of these are different colors. I'm not quite sure what the colors will mean. But we got this guy riding a horse. And he's got a staff. Horse tail looks like it kind of broke, unfortunately. But, you know, that's common with these types of prototypes. Okay, what do we got here? This is a scary skeletal guy. Kind of coming out of some sort of crypt or tomb. It's kind of cool. This is a cool one. I like this one a lot. I like his face too. Really nice. Okay, what do we got? Let's look at some of these smaller. Oh, here's a wing from that girl. Unfortunately, that didn't make it. So she probably had both wings. So those two wings would have been on her. That would have been cool to have seen them intact. What do we got? So we got some of these smaller miniatures. So these are much smaller. Let's see if we can get a little bit more zoom in here so we can get some more detailing. Okay. Anything else in here? I'm not sure what this is. I have no idea what that is. Your imagination could decide what that could be on a pile of rocks. Okay. Oh, you know what? Let's zoom back out. I think this thing, I think this might be connected to this in some way. I'm not sure. Dang, is it going to be a situation where all my miniatures are broken in my prototype? Please don't be that. Like, I want to play the game with all this stuff. That's unfortunate. Okay, so we've got a cross here, a crucifixion. Don't really want to show that. Okay, I've got a bunch of random skulls. I've got a bunch of just random skulls. I'm not sure if they're supposed to be attached to anything, but there's a bunch. Different colors. These are cool. I mean, there's a whole bunch of these guys. So you can kind of see I got a whole, some bones, some random bones, more skulls. So I'm not going to show all the skulls, but there's a whole bunch of them in here. What else we got? Okay, so we got a bunch of dudes. I'm just going to grab some of these so we can kind of take a look at some of them. Okay, these are smaller, and they've got this like spray paint paint job to it, so it almost hides the detailing that you would normally see. So this is the same kind of guy. I know there are 4 asymmetrical factions in this game. So these could be like your cultists or your workers, because those all appear to be roughly the same faction. Yep. So here's a different one. A plague doctor guy. Now that's cool. I've got one of the guys in the board game group who would love this. He is a fan of the plague doctors. So we got, I wonder how many, so there's a few different plague doctors. Yeah, so these might be the workers per the factions. So let me kind of pull those guys out. Oh, I just broke one. Like they're all, what am I breaking? You have to touch these so carefully. Dang prototypes. Okay, let's see what else we got in here. So we got more workers. Let's get these all out. So the colors, the paint jobs are probably to help me differentiate between the 4 factions. Looks like we've got a gray, a black, a brown, and a red. And we got just a bunch of random bones. Okay, so I decided to just pull all the little guys out real quick. It would make it much easier for it to continue the unboxing. And what I found, I'll kind of move this box real quick so you guys can see. You've got the kind of orange guys, which had this character along with it. You've got these black guys, which probably have this cross along with it. And then you've got these gray guys. I'm assuming that the horseman and maybe this kind of skeletal guy goes it. And then you've got the succubus. I feel like it's a succubus with the red faction. So those are kind of the alignments that you could have for the factions. Now let's go back and take a look more at the box here. So let's see what else we got. Oh, we've got more. So we got a tree. Okay, I've seen this tree. This has a the gallows were associated with that tree. I remember seeing that. And here we have some vials. These are going to be kind of cool. Let's take a look at these. So this is cool. You got some little vials with cork and some sort of material. Hopefully this cork doesn't come out so you don't get whatever this material is. But you know what? This is something that I want to do in other games that had these kind of vials, was putting some like cool kind of material in there. I think that's sweet. It gives such a vibe. Really, really think that's so cool. So you can see some more of them, and I love that they're like kind of shiny, sparkly. Definitely want to keep the corks on. So I don't know if like if they, I don't want to attempt to take them off, but like maybe glue or something to just solidify that they're in there. I just don't want to damage the cork, you know. And so right now they seem pretty secure from what I'm seeing. And I want to mess with them just to not make them secure. You know, why risk it? So we're going to put all these over here. There's a whole bunch of them. There's a baggie with more. Okay, we got some velvet bags, more bones. We got some velvet bags. I like these bags. And we got some tokens. So these are wooden tokens, probably, I'm not sure what they're going to do, but they have some different types of symbology on there for you. Thought this was the Nike symbol at first. So we got Blues Brothers, you know. Here's a Plague Doctor chip. These are cool. So you got a whole bunch of different types of chips. They're kind of poker chip size, but they're wooden chips. So we'll see what those are going to be like. What else we got in here? A big velvet bag. We got some string. Now I believe these are for the gallows. And we got a big. Okay, this might be the player boards. Let's see if I can get a better look at what these are. Okay, so here we have, let me move this tree before I break it. Here we have, I believe these are player boards. Yeah, so you open them up. Okay, do they all look different? Okay, they have some similar iconography. I feel like I'm looking at this upside down. There we go. So you can kind of get an idea here of, I believe they were saying that this is like your spell book. I think that's really cute how they have it like this. I think that's kind of unique and cool. I like that a lot. So you're probably going to have your guys over here like this, and you're probably going to be placing them around, I assume, in that kind of manner. It looks very occult. I mean, you got your guys around some circle thing. You probably have something here. You got some people potentially sitting over here watching. Definitely very occult. So you got the four different player boards. The coloring on the white one's sweet. I like that a lot. Really bright, really good contrast. So you've got those. What else we got in here? More bones. I think, I actually think it's pretty funny having these random little bones just popping up in the box as I'm unboxing it. I think that would be almost funny for the production model to be like that, just have random bones in the box. But of course they would never do that, but I think it'd be pretty funny. So here we have some just cards. These aren't too exciting to see, but they are the game phases for the game. So we have the upkeep phase, the placement phase, resolve phase, and the filing. And then you've got the iconography on the back side, which is great. So that'll be helpful, and we should have 4. Yep, 4. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, we got some little cards, so you can see some of the art here. You got a boat there. Like that art a lot. And then the effects, and we obviously could refer to our iconography if we need to know what those mean. You may consume whatever that is to gain some blood. Cool. And then we got some tokens. Now these tokens are cool. I love when games get a little outside the box and think of ways to make the tokens different. So look at this. These tokens are like in the shape of a blood drop. I have not seen a game like that. These are freaking cool. I love that. Whole bag of them. Got a whole bunch of them. And that is sweet. I love them. I wonder how they're going to sit on the boards, because they're fully round. There's no flat spot really for you to... Well, maybe there's a little bit of a flat spot. Let's see here. What is this? Okay, these are the classic gems. You guys know what these all look like. These are the classic board gaming gems. I love these gems because the way they're cut makes them feel so deluxe. But yeah, these are the classic board game gems. Some of my favorite gems out there. They're just so cool. They give you such a rich feeling. But they're very common. Okay, what else we got? We got some anvils. Some tokens that look like anvils. And I don't know what those are. Bricks, maybe? That stone that we had to consume to get blood. And what else we got? Okay, so this is probably the board with some punch. Let's take a look. Okay, so is this the player board? Let's get this out. Okay, so it's a long player board. So it goes long ways. So let's kind of shift this down. Okay, so what can I see? You've got the hanging tree we've seen. We've got a cave here. This guy's probably coming from there. A church, another graveyard, some demonic lava flows. I have no idea what I'm looking at in terms of the iconography, but it's cool. I like the unique board shape is cool and interesting. It's a little dark. But we'll see how everything kind of lines out when you have all the cards. I'm assuming those cards that I showed. Where did I put them? Ah, here they are. So you put those little cards, I'm assuming like this. I'm not sure if they're going to be face up or face down, but that looks like the perfect spot for those. And of course you have these tokens potentially could go here to change the board up in terms of what they can do. So I'm excited for that. And that seems to be all of the contents. We do have a little bit of a punch board to take a look at, so let's slide this over and just see if there's anything here interesting. These look like we're going to be building some sort of device. So you've got these obviously look like they go together and form something, so I'll have to take a look and see what that looks like. Here we maybe they make some sort of coffin. That'll be interesting. Maybe some token holders. Interesting. These things could also be going on that board. They are kind of that same shape. And so could these. These could also be spells or something that you're gathering, because they are in the colors of the players. Let me make this a little lighter. So yeah, that's cool. You guys literally are looking at what I'm looking at right now. It's kind of interesting. So there you go. That's the box. That's what's inside this thing. My favorite aspect, 100%. So there's more bones in here. So many more bones in here. It's so funny. My favorite aspect is definitely the box. I mean, that's so freaking cool. That's going to be a talker. Like, people are going to love this. The minis are going to be cool. I wish they didn't break. Just because I would love to have seen them in their full design. The succubus does look like she would have been something cool to see. You know, and I was like trying to figure out when I found it, like, how would this attach? Could I figure it out? But not worth attempting on video. So that's Dark Blood. I hope you guys are excited for this one as I am. I can't wait to see what the campaign looks like so we get a better idea of the game. I think I just got an email for what the rule book is, so I'm going to actually dive into the rule book and getting that preview video out here hopefully next week, early next week. So if that sounds good to you guys, let me know in the comment section what you guys are looking forward to, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.